welcome everyone, and welcome to All In, All United.
Remember the comment he made?
I got some bars to these.
Run, Ryan.
And here's the thing, you have players out there.
I think the fellas will take it more serious.
No way. What grade?
That one had to go.
Yes, because at the end of the day, right now, Manchester United are
Welcome, fellas. Welcome everyone, and welcome to All In, All United. All of you reviewing the preseason championships. All right, where when we win games is a big deal. If we had lost, it's just preseason. And I'm sure that is the approach the Arsenal fans taking. You know, excellent display from United. You know, again, very impressed with Kobe Mainoo, another solid half. You know, no, I think Arsenal had their full strength team, you know, while we were playing without our first choice goalkeeper. You know, no recognized striker. Kobe Mainoo, a youth, you know, who looking ahead to have a breakout season. He was in midfield, he was the anchor. You know? And I mean, it's only pre-season, but good sign so far. You know, especially when you beat the noisy Arsenal twice in one night. How that possible? You could beat a team twice in one night. Right?
That had to be history, like. That had to be history. In a football game, you know, unless there's a sweat, you know, you're sweating with men and you say, all right, let's win this one. You know, and then you go again and you win that one again. You know?
Nah, boy. I mean, funny. No, and you know, to be honest, we really had to seriously question the level of the MLS. Because Arsenal beat their all-star team 5-0. Right? I was expecting us to have a tougher test today, seeing that, you know, Arsenal were probably ahead of us in terms of their preseason preparation. But I wondered if this was the easiest game of our season so far. Because you're talking about 3 games, 3 wins, 3 clean sheets. Fellas, what we saying?
I was talking to my brother. He was in a game now. He said, Dan, I get them Arsenal fans and them so much stuff till I'm breathless. You know, I could barely, he called me after the game. I could barely hear his voice, you know. What's he get them talk, you know? He had my nephew when the game. They got a real good vibes, man.
I see fight break out in the Arsenal section.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey. What we say?
But plenty more Manchester fans than Arsenal fans. Plenty.
Yeah, for sure. They say that in commentary. Or hear when the commentators say he find
Kai Havertz rubbish.
Yeah, boy. Well, them commentators getting out, jumping out themselves, eh? I mean, I understand.
Brutal, boy.
No, remember that MUTV channel commentator?
No,
yeah,
that's
that.
No, MUTV. No,
yeah. That Ben Tonley and
so you like to tell?
Unless you watch the game somewhere else, I subscribe to MUTV, and that's where I heard it.
No, I watch it from ESPN. Right?
Yeah.
But then somebody clip it.
I sent it to you.
Oh, you sent it to me, Phil? Right, it's Phil sent it to right. Yeah. Okay,
but that clip may be from MUTV, Phil.
No, different commentators. What else they have?
Yeah,
really. I want to watch ESPN.
Yeah, that's MUTV. That's MUTV.
Not MUTV. The only way I watch the game is on my United app. And I was like, wait, these men going in very vicious on Kai Havertz.
Yeah, them could do that.
And then one commentator was like,
no, I was wondering.
How much? That had to be obvious that Arsenal paid 67 million fee.
Yeah, boy.
Nah, let me don't go down that road yet.
No, gosh.
Let me go down that road yet. Don't go down that road yet. Let me save that one because we spent 60 for one. We spent 60 for one. Hey.
No, better than Kai Havertz.
We got to talk about Anthony yet? We got to talk about Anthony.
Oh, good.
Anthony.
Oh, we talk about that. Jeez, all right.
You had me in a mess. You talk about messes. Oh gosh.
I ain't care what nobody tell me because I agree. Mount is better than Kai Havertz, but you want to know who better than one Aaron Ramsdale?
Ooh.
So me,
Oh, nah.
I doubt it's Onana, man. There's a big gap. Come on, I got this Tom Heaton. For Tom Heaton, master
but
class.
Tom Heaton
I
was good
find Tom
today.
Heaton was real good.
Yeah, Tom
That's
Heaton was
a
solid today, boy. The man pull off a big double save in the earlies. That was
Yeah.
top
double.
quality.
He had a decent game today.
I find it a real solid game.
But
And
earlier,
I see he pull out of the air from Saka. Nah, the man.
Yeah,
yeah,
a
Tom
real
Heaton
solid
looked
game.
good. Tom Heaton looked good. But earlier, Ten Hag, yes, Friday in the press conference, they were talking about the game, and this was Ten Hag's comment. He said we don't play friendly games, right? And I looking at two players in particular, especially the butcher,
Oh, the
right?
butcher one.
You could tell these men going out there and it's like they carrying out the
Yep.
managers. I find instructions are too basic, but it's like what Ten
Nah.
Hag have now, boy. You know how we
But you
see
saw Ten Hag was
everything.
getting on the sideline with them referee.
Yeah.
You saw Ten Hag getting on.
But you
saw Champions League final.
Bruno
I'm
had
telling you.
Bruno had to pull him back.
Yeah.
You,
yeah,
yeah,
Bruno,
you.
Bruno, that in Manchester. The joke is Arsenal players come out thinking, it's a friendly and thing. But boy, the Manchester players didn't come out with that mindset at all.
But
Nah,
I
but
This is what
mean,
we
I
say.
find
That's
them
what Ten
Arsenal players
Hag
start
doing.
aggressive. I find them Arsenal players start very aggressive. I find
But
them was getting some fouls too.
I find Saka was getting on like a bitch whole game. He was getting on too soft for you. God, every little thing that man bitch
Yeah.
for. Nah. You
Yeah,
want
he
to
was
take
saying.
Yeah. Then
But he
Martinez
was
up the
saying.
game after they get into them. After that, the game go on through.
Yeah.
What he was saying earlier is for me is the whole mentality shift
Yeah.
that Ten Hag trying to instill.
Yeah.
Right? Where we do approach the man keep saying last season we want to win every game, and we saw the man playing his best
Yeah.
possible selection every
Yeah.
game. And when you go into a preseason game where men might want to traipse in and take it light, Ten Hag saying no, we don't
you
play
can see that.
friendly games here.
Yeah, we're going
and
to
that's
that.
why you see men like Martinez diving in, taking yellow card. You see Casemiro flying in, taking yellow card.
Yeah.
You see this statement by Ten Hag, we don't play friendlies. It's funny because it kind of impacted me a little bit because I was at work watching the Lyon game, right? And I was just chilling in my chair with my phone there, right? And I saw Ten Hag shouting at the players, and I did this here. I was like, oh shit, okay. I got out of my chair and I was like, really focused on the game. This guy is
That's
shouting
fine.
in a friendly game. A friendly game.
Yeah.
Shouting at players. So you
Yeah.
can like you guys mentioned the mentality shift from
Yeah.
the manager 2 seasons ago to now is chalk and cheese night and day.
I'm telling
Yeah.
And
you.
that we could say all we want. Yes, we understand it is a friendly, but at the end of the day, what is the point of a friendly? To get to implement what you intend to do for the season coming.
And start to set the intensity as well.
And then, listen, you know what was the most impressive thing for me? Both halves that we was playing Arsenal and we was owning the possession. Arsenal had to run us down for the ball, and then it was proper possession.
I guess less than more. Especially I find. I know. I if we
I see
if we try to structure tonight, but
I see what she's saying, but here we're going on, right?
mm-hmm.
In the second half, we made about I want to say 7 or 8 changes. Actually, no, we made an
more.
entire team change. The only change
Only
was,
Tom Heaton.
10.
Only
was
Tom
Tom
Heaton.
Heaton.
Then yeah.
Arsenal only made one, and that was the Japanese right back.
Tom
Right.
I put on it was Ben White.
Nah, wasn't
No,
Ben White.
no.
It
Tierney.
was Tierney.
Tierney. However you pronounce it.
Long story short, Arsenal were so desperate to win
Yeah.
this friendly. To win this friendly, they were so
What?
desperate.
He's not being embarrassed.
And at a time where they had to take off, that they had to bring on the likes of Jesus. and Trossard. These are all guys that led Arsenal to second place.
And it
Right?
make no difference.
But I
Made
guess
no
the plan
difference.
would have always been to bring them on, eh?
Yeah.
No, it was
But
supposed to.
just
But if that was the plan, then they should have come on from halftime. But as Phil said, they was taking it so serious. Because look,
Yeah.
the boy who play, oh gosh, who was the captain today? He played whole game.
Or the
To
guard.
Arsenal
Oh my God.
or the
Yeah.
guard.
Yeah,
He
he probably
played
played
the whole.
90 minutes.
just before we move on, Chef, you was making a point there, and I just wanted to just to add something to it, right? You say preseason is the time where you implement certain things, and what Ten Hag doing as well. Yes, he implementing tactical, shapes and whatever, but he also implementing a mentality thing, eh? And
Yeah.
that is why the comment on the screen was kind of indicative of that. We do play friendly games, and that's the mentality, So even though people might say don't read too much into preseason, right? For Ten Hag, it's a big thing because
Yeah.
he's seeing implementation of a style of play, but also a mentality.
I
That's
got
why
I
you
got
could
asked a
see men
question.
like Martinez flying in crazy with his head.
I
You
got I
understand?
got I got asked a question. This was said by Ten Hag when on Friday or Saturday.
Friday.
This was said Friday. Okay. I am 100% sure that Arsenal players probably Thursday were saying, "Yeah, it's United, but we could still try to be friendly." Right? I know Arsenal fans players mentality shift when they saw this comment here. I
Yeah.
can guarantee it.
I guess that'll be the moment, like how you say, when you step up now, when they see that comment, they might be rocking back. So when they see that comment, they might
Like,
get
step up
hey,
on
let
the
me get
control.
serious here, boy.
Too late.
Yeah.
Let me get some comments on the inside, fellas. Kaden on the inside, thanks for joining, man. Saying didn't get to see the first half, but great penalties. Yeah, that's when we win the second. That's the second time we beat them for the night.
Thank you, Fabio Vieira.
Yeah. Davian on the inside, good night, man. Thanks for joining. He's saying here, Butcher us gets. Yeah, he's
Go
voted for war.
Yeah.
I happy to see him back and forth.
Yeah, boy. Jody on the inside, blessed night to you, buddy. Saying calm all yourself is just pre-season. Oh God,
Yep.
Jody, it's a new season change now, boy. All right. Davian saying he agreed. I don't read too much. Don't read much in preseason. Nah, boy. Ten Hag changing that, boy. All right. Probably back in the day with Van Gaal when Van Gaal went out or everything, and then we went in the league and started play 2-2. That I think that done. Right. Gregory on the inside, thanks for joining. He's saying
Good.
he's trying to instill a mindset of not taking any games lightly. Exactly.
Yep.
All right. He's also saying they couldn't score with Maguire in the back. I think bad.
Yeah, boy.
Think bad. Think real bad. All right.
Yeah.
He
That
also
boy,
saying, yeah, boy.
Very.
Ahmad can't catch a break, boy. And he was
Why
left on crutches.
you can't catch a break?
Crutches. So I know. Gregory also saying it's a mental in the approach. Let these fellas know they have more of that to get during the season. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, Jody coasting because the hair gone. Hey, Jody. So Jody, tell me, Onana is your boy now?
But I have a question. I don't know if all you know. The keepers we had for the first two games, he went on loan. He with the youth team. Any information on him? Yeah, Kova.
I'm not
Where's
sure.
it?
Kova.
I want to say he may appear versus Wrexham. I may be wrong.
Nah.
Yeah,
Nah.
I think he'll play against Wrexham.
Nah,
He's not going against Wrexham Ream?
Nah.
He going on loan again?
Yeah.
But you get that information or speculation?
Well, one of the reporters, I don't like him, but he does be around the team.
Which one of them is that?
Huh?
Which one of them is that?
From MEN, Samuel Lockhurst.
Right. I think that's
He was saying that he wasn't on board the plane, so I think Kova going. Probably comments could assist as well, but from what they're saying, remember I was saying our next plane went to San Diego and he wasn't on board. So
So
Anderson,
they're sending him back to Czech Republic?
it appears so. Appears so. Yeah, he's saying Kova didn't come on the tour, right? And listen, thanks for joining, man. Gregory also saying yeah, Kova might be going, especially if Suzuki coming in, and I think that Suzuki thing looking like it advancing. All right. Anyway, fellas, so let me get back on the game now. Right. Before we get into the thoughts on the games and we could comment on the lineups and that kind of thing and how Ten Hag choose to mix up his team, because we know in the preseason there's be two different teams while Arsenal try to play the whole same team to go for it. Anyway, three word match analysis. Comments. Let me get Leon as well. Go through, fellas.
Meno for real.
Meno for real. All right.
Yeah.
We have for Simeon.
Nah, Sancho, wake up.
Sancho wake up. Yeah, for real. Yeah, we had to talk about Sancho earlier.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Chef, we have.
We want everything.
We want
Oh,
everything.
Yeah, you get greedy early, boy. Yeah. Let's go to boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a good one for you, but let me see if Phil can. Normally Phil has been on top of you. Let me see if Phil have it. I have one good for you. Where you had it, Phil?
My 3 words are menu, rice cooker.
Menu rice cooker.
I feel I know which one, what we're coming with, but we're even good. Let me see if I guess correct.
Rice got boiled.
That's far from that.
Rice got boiled.
I see somebody else put sack rice. Yeah, SAK and then rice.
Yeah.
Sack
rice.
rice. Yeah.
Jody, let me see if Jody up in the feelings here.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Jody, 3 words. It's just preseason.
Ah.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So I gotta let Jody and Gregory, continue their little thing in the comments. All right. So
But keep the comments
fellas,
coming,
let me. Yeah, but keep the comment for real. So fellas, let me get thoughts on the game. The lineup, any surprises in what Ten Hag went to the first half and the second half, any surprise inclusions, omissions. Go through.
Martial.
Menu, first team, right off the bat. I mean, that was, and he did so well. To play as well against that competition, really promising. I think Menu was the big for me, the big inclusion in the first team. Omission, Van de Beek and Hannibal didn't play. I really want to see how Hannibal would do when we played a better competition. I thought he played well the first 2 games, so kind of disappointed he didn't play today. But I think those 3 people, like everybody else, they expect Sancho in there. Dallo looked rusty second half. Like, I think those 3 people. Palestri, I thought Palestri played himself out of discussion today.
Boy, I can't see Martinez and Hannibal on the same pitch, boy, at the same time. I just don't know why. Yeah, it was all about Kobe Manu today, right? There's something about the guy that it makes me kind of relax. There's some players over the years where when they get the ball, for example, Harry Maguire, you kind of got to settle out your seat and be like, Jesus, you got to be Jesus Christ, what is he going to do with this ball, right? But I kid you not. But Nico laughed. But I kid you not. My Kobe Manu has the ball, I am so relaxed.
Yeah,
I'm
agreed.
I'm just like, I can kind of predict what he's going to do. He doesn't try anything fancy. He keeps it simple.
And that's the beauty about his game, boy. The man simple, boy.
And there was a comment where your defensive midfielder shouldn't be forgotten about, but your defensive midfielder should not make the highlights in terms of having a defensive midfielder that composed and just doing the dirty work and letting the strikers and forwards and the wingers have all the glory. That's kind of what you want in your team, right? And Kobe Manu at 18 years old, Yeah, it's only preseason, right? But I think he's the ideal replacement. Should Casemiro give us, let's say, 2 to 3 more years, and he'll be straight in the first team one time.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. But
You
Very
know,
decent.
as they're touching on that there, even for the goal, for the first goal, as
Assist,
the
yeah.
role he was playing, which was a defensive role, for where he ended up, to supply that ball for Bruno, where he reading space and understanding where the free spaces on the field and when to make that run to be in that position or in that position. Yeah, but I world class way. That is world class.
I realize that Manu drops very deep for the football, like literally next to the centre backs. He
yeah.
drops so
Once he
deep for the
comes to the
football.
ball,
But that's the sign of a guy, and that should be the sign of any midfielder. I want this football, right?
especially that position.
Correct.
So,
So
Yeah, you didn't see a point he pushed out Wan Bissaka,
yeah,
because if you see what Aston was doing, they're leaving Wan Bissaka free, and as they pass the ball to Wan Bissaka, they're just pressing Wan Bissaka and winning it back. And all
yeah.
of a sudden, you see Mena going in the right back position and collecting the ball and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, again,
he will be
quality by.
over the years we've seen youth products shine in preseason. He will be one player I will be disappointed if he leaves Manchester United like permanently, right? If he goes on loan, I'll still be disappointed. But if he goes on loan to a team he really is guaranteed a start all the time, then cool, right? But
But that
I
ain't
don't think
happening.
I don't
Tenag is
think
telling here no loan and starting
and
here
then,
3 games
you
straight.
know, by now, I mean,
There's no way that happening.
this is our second season with our manager, and by now, you just know if Ten Hag have in his plans and if he not on you. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
it's very, very obvious now. You
very
just
obvious.
know. You just know
Yeah,
how much months we were saying that he end the Harry Maguire.
yeah, yeah.
You just know.
Van der Beek is the next one.
It is very obvious
Really
that
no
we
plan.
have big plans for Kobe.
Yeah,
We
for
have big
sure.
plans for him. So I don't expect him to go nowhere. But the youth, man, just so composed. And you know what's the nice thing? What I watch it, he does a lot of times he collecting the ball. It's not with much space. So the decision making does have to be quick and but
Everything
that
neat and tidy.
the man does make the right decisions. He does turn on a dime proper, he does screen. I say to myself, this boy is 18, boy.
Yeah,
He's screaming
Anytime,
that
anytime you see, right, you had the ball and players backing off, take your reacher.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
if they rush you,
Yeah,
they'll
don't
get
get
leave
me.
out.
Yeah,
Yeah. Because
yeah,
every time Kobe get the ball on the foot, players just started back off because they realized this fella had touches. He
yeah,
could pass me, So they
yeah.
prefer wait and see. Well, let me try an interception or let me try to close
boy,
a
if it's
space as opposed to closing down now.
I will always tell people it's two players over the last probably 10 years that I know midfielders don't rush. Is Luka Modric and Santi Cazorla. That's just two players. And I can name a bunch of players, but you see two players,
Iniesta.
no, nobody don't rush these men. 'Cause you know
Yeah.
I could don't want to, or I could turn you inside out like a plastic bag.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yep.
go through, fellas.
Yeah, yeah, go ahead, chef.
Yeah, considering the team and stuff, Jed, thank you, Jesus. Sancho finally arrived. I feel like
Arriving.
I feel like it was his son double was there all the time.
Uh,
Real Sancho probably no common talk. Then he had it. He scored. That was all well and good, but the man had an all round very good game today, though.
Where do man get that PS from?
yeah,
So, but that is prime Sancho. That is Sancho we buy.
is either he get faster or Gabriel Garel slow.
Well, that's
Nah,
what
but-
I'm saying.
but-
The way Sancho pushed that ball so perfect. It wasn't too far.
It was the most yeah, that what Phil just said here is the
Yeah.
exact thing in my mind. It was the most perfectly weighted blow pass ball. As in I pushing hard enough that I know I getting it and the keeper and the defender not getting it. And he put out and even when he put away no, He put away wasn't even no big pullback foot, you know. It was one quick movement, bam, goal.
Yeah.
Ah, that was he had a good, but that was the goal. But all in all, Sancho was trouble whole game.
But you know what I think benefits Sancho and I think Varane and Martinez is the fact that because Varane was being interviewed in the lead up to the game, and what he was saying is that this is the first season that he was able to return to the club from day one of preseason. And he said it helped him a lot because he was able to work on his fitness, to reach the level where the manager wanted him to be at.
Yeah.
From day one. So, and he said that has benefited him a whole lot. And I think the same thing happened for Sancho, right? Because Sancho, you see, even though it's a position that he's not used to playing, I've noticed that every game he played there, he's getting better and better and better. He holding up the ball better. He understanding the runs to make better. And and I don't know what Ten Hag plans are for Sancho, whether it's that or it's just because he had to kind of mix and match until he gets number 9. But Sancho looked more and more composed in the role, so that could only work well for him because the left side looking a little bit tough, right? He could play on the right because Anthony. I don't know what's going on with Ahmad, but if he,
Anthony was weak. And it's something we're talking about for years.
Anthony frustrated me today.
We cannot be so wasteful, though. We cannot be so wasteful. That wastefulness is not even a joke again, though. It's sickening now.
Not no more, Joe. You got to at least test a keeper.
Come on, man.
And that ball was on your left foot. Come on. On your right.
I gotta make a bold statement here, and I don't know if you guys will agree with me. And there's not Anthony or Sancho related. The day or the games that Aaron Wan-Bissaka learns how to attack, Aaron Wan-Bissaka will be the best right back in the world. Done.
That's all he missing.
Done.
I don't think it's. I think he's an attacker now.
No. Yeah. Phil. Yeah, man.
Done, Chef. Done.
He means still to attack.
No, I don't think attacking is the problem now.
What
So what do you think?
I think it's just the quality on the ball, that fluidity on the ball, that confidence on the ball. I think that is what you lacking.
I can repeat my statement one more time. The day Aaron Wan-Bissaka learns to attack like a Danny Alves or a Trent Alexander-Arnold, best right back in the world.
Right. Where he composed on the ball and he's comfortable with the ball on his foot.
Don't look clumsy.
Yeah, but that ain't gonna happen. And you don't have that.
Nobody can tell me.
But you watching the runs he was making today?
Excellent runs.
Runs.
That is a real transformation, but he had to win somebody else's body, boy. Hey.
Last time we did, last season we did that right more often.
No. You're right, because watch me, I don't see that Dalot displacing him as yet, Right now, Right now, Dalot is second.
That look real shaky, boy.
Yeah, Dalot look like number 2 right now.
Rusty.
So ticklish right now,
Yeah.
Because but then it's Fernandez, because it's going to be a dog fight for that right back position.
Me, I feel so.
I think Ten Hag done Sakala and Basaka and Dalot.
I wanted it too. I wanted
Let
it
me get
so.
some comments. Here, guys. I had this one up before. Gregory, his 3 words. All right, the rice spoil. All right. Davin John the inside. Good night to you, man. Yes, it's been a while. Hope. Yeah. Everything good, man. And he liking me in the midfield. Are we saying?
Me not be any team.
Yeah. Aaron on the inside as well. Good night to you, man. Thanks for joining. Yeah, Dwayne on the inside. Good night, man.
Good night.
Arun saying here saw this on Facebook. Arsenal bought rice and timber, but it's Man United that's cooking.
Going down. I'm yelling timber.
Early days, but he look like real out today, boy. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he look on that all.
After
Dwayne saying here, Bissaka look real good today.
Yeah,
Yeah,
boy.
No, Mabasaka.
Uh, Riyad on the inside, thanks for joining, man. He's saying no master, we're looking good. All right. Kurt on the inside, thanks for joining, Kurt. He's saying I missed that aggression with Brandon Williams. Love it. Yeah, boy.
Brandon
He
had a
real
decent
aggressive, eh?
game.
He real
Brandon had a
aggressive, boy.
decent game.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
decent.
yeah. He said he barely noticed Rice.
Chat the pot, Kurt. Chat the pot.
Ethan on the inside, thanks for joining, man. Good night to you. He said they didn't get to see the game, so I'm depending on your guys' unbiased opinions.
Yeah, good.
Did you all see the video where Arsenal AFTV is saying that Ten Hag is basically borrowing the blueprint from Arsenal on how to build a team?
Next.
God, I the master of trust, right? But I was like, the blueprint cannot be serious. And then the damn serious, eh?
Like Ten Hag never built a team before. Like Ten Hag
Yeah.
is born and is Man United manager. Come on,
Yeah.
man.
I got a Bajan friend who was actually at the game today, right? And for some reason, he told me to show you this here. I don't know why. So share that picture there.
Nice, man. Axel, you gotta get a picture of your foot to see if your foot in a cast.
Go back two, Phil, and zoom. Go back three and zoom.
Okay.
Go back three and zoom.
Yeah,
Right.
nice boy.
Hey, Phil, you taking that chin up, boy?
Go back three and zoom.
Hey.
I wish I could. Wait. Ah, perfect. Yeah.
Now we're talking about, hey, Tony
Hey.
Martial came from France.
Yeah. He
Phil, you take that chin up, boy? Phil, you take that chin up, boy? Hey.
Anyway.
Remember what this team boy up close and personal?
Here now, telling you, I mean, care what nobody say. If I go out there, I was a real groupie. I was telling you that.
Yeah, we believe you.
Yeah, telling you. You understand? Yeah. Kurt saying here, Alvaro looked good going forward in the first two games. Definitely. I was surprised Brandon Williams got a pick over him.
Yeah.
You
I guess
know,
we went to have more experience.
Someone was saying what blueprint?
Yeah.
I don't know who was talking
No,
about.
you talking about Arteta and Ten Hag steal Arteta blueprint.
That'll make it look even worse. We took your blueprint and we beat you with it. that'll make it worse for Arsenal.
Exactly.
And you know what's the thing, and why I just Arsenal fans getting carried away bad? Right. So last season was all your first goodish season under Ten Hag. But here the thing, and all they still didn't win the league. I'm sorry, under Arteta. And all they still didn't win the league. And this season now, everybody improving. So all you can revert to all your normal self easy.
When I used to get the hair stick about making mistakes. See that one on Ramsdale? All right.
Aaron I was telling Nico, Ramsdale look like that the Ramsdale from Sheffield today. You see them
Yeah.
two goals? Man hand look like Pickford on T-Rex. What's called T-Rex?
T-Rex. Jordan Pickford.
Yeah, boy. Kurt saying here, Robbie's he talking about Ten Hag. Yeah, boy, them fellas know, man. Them fellas could talk. You know, we know how deluded them Arsenal fans are. Jody saying here, Riemann tears with that pick, Jody, boy, the man mightn't be here much longer. I don't know. So I'm gonna take one again. All right. Doing saying here, Arsenal finishing 5th or 6th this season. Remember you called it. All right, no sin. So Simeon, anything else on the game you want to point out?
Like as well as he played in the first half, like I can't ignore like at the end, like in the second half, like there's a fall off as far as just possession, intensity. I don't know if the felt just get come off the beach because it was Rashford up front, Palestri wasn't really doing too much. And is it Forson? Is it Forson, the guy's name on the left?
Yeah, for
yeah.
some.
You can see that the level step up and he couldn't really do too much. You can see he wasn't at that level yet. The midfield, they were good defensively, but we couldn't really do too much in attack. So that was my only worry for the game. We kind of like eased the game out, which is good in some cases, but I want to see some more from the team, considering what was played in the first half. But I mean, I just felt like we could have done more at the end and let Arsenal, get too confident and try to do too much. But we didn't concede. We haven't conceded all games. We haven't conceded a goal yet in the whole preseason. So that's a good thing to take from it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of want to kind of echo some of the sentiments from Simeon there in terms of our ball retention at times. In terms of how we possess the ball, keep the ball, circulate the ball. I think that's something Ten Hag has to find a way to improve because against the better teams, we'll be running on the ball for most of the
Full
game.
game. Yeah.
We saw it today at times where we was running on the ball. We couldn't second half. We couldn't get our foot on the ball. And
You
again,
might
it seems
go.
like in that second half. Now we struggle for possession in that second half.
I feel like I watched Manchester struggle so long with ball retention and ball turnover that to me it's improving plenty. Yes?
It is improving. It is improving. No, it is improving.
Uh-huh.
But I still agree with Nico because against better teams, we go find
Yeah, it
ourselves
could be
having
harder.
to run down the
It
ball,
It could be
So
harder. It could be
it's
harder.
And look,
Is that how we play?
no, but even an example, right, Chef? Bruno get the ball. I can't remember. I think he's mounted with it, and Bruno get the
Yeah.
ball. And before Bruno looked to turn and try to keep the ball
Yeah,
to
kick a long
recycle it
ball.
and thing, he take a saying you
Hit
didn't
and
need
hope
to do
kinda.
that. Yeah, you
Yeah,
didn't need to do
let me
that.
control the ball and let them run on the ball a little bit too. Because when we do that, then again we had to be running down the ball again. That a lot of energy to try to win back the ball, and Arsenal is a good passing team. And then
Correct.
on the next side they bounce up a team like City, and it works again. So again we had to get somebody, as we have said, some of the press resistant players in the team. Who when we had the ball we had to panic, and the ball like a hot potato, and we just had to kick it away or just had a composure on the ball. And to build, because I find, to be honest, you saw Arsenal pattern, right, where they were trying to get the wingers 1v1, and they was getting with Saka and Shaw, and you saw that was the plan. And we know that, and we couldn't do anything because what they're doing, they're pulling us on one side, and as they pull us on one side, they're sending it over and isolating
Swinging it.
Shaw and and isolating Shaw and Saka, and that happened time on top of time where Saka was real dangerous in that first half. And that is the kind of intelligence and the kind of understanding and the quality that we need within the game as well.
I mean, in the first half, like what I like about the first half, like we took that pressure, and then we scored, and we took over the game. Like for like 20 minutes straight, we took possession, we played well, we moved the ball. It's like okay, well we got it. In the second half, we couldn't do that. Like they would just come, we have like 2 minutes, then back to Arsenal again. Like we couldn't.
2 minutes, I find 2 minutes
thing.
is long.
Well, I'm being generous. Well, like,
I think Arsenal on the counter attack were useless today, boy.
Exactly. Yeah, they would use the counter.
Especially in that second half. I mean, like there are times where I tell myself, "Oh shit," and by the time Trossard got the ball, he passing it back, and all of our players are back to defend. And I'm like, "Oh, cool, do your thing now."
Yeah.
You realize how high we playing?
Yeah.
But why Maguire was over the half trying to win the ball?
That's how
I was confused though. No.
But I know if Maguire is right.
Nah.
We can go forward playing high. Going forward. We can play a high line, knowing that, and I'm just gonna assume that Onana will be our starting goalkeeper going forward. But we can play a high line going forward, knowing that Varane, Shaw, Wan-Bissaka, Martinez will be communicating together. I have confidence in that, right?
Yeah.
So
I want to say one more thing, like with Ten Hag, like for what I see today, like like last season we needed Casemiro. Like we needed him on our team. Like I feel like if we could maintain possession like we did so much in the first half, we don't need a as a defensive mid like CDM like Casemiro for like games where we don't have to. I mean, there's things like we played so well with Mano in there. We won't be spending as much, and we're more in their half. Playing a high line that we don't need such a defensive midfielder like maybe even Casemiro on our team if we could do that. And have Onana back there. Like I feel like we could play games like against a Burnley or a Forest. I feel like our style of play, we could go through some games without Casemiro playing.
What
What
I would
are the
say,
impressions of Mount so far?
well, I'm glad you asked that because I was going to bring that one up because I didn't get your thoughts on Mount yet, Chef. Right, but I just want to respond to Simeon comment. All right,
So,
I think Casemiro has shown us last season that he's more than just a bruiser. He could actually play the game. So
Yeah,
even if we need him to do the other things, I don't mind having him inside.
yeah.
Right? So I think Casemiro could give us either or. It's just a
yeah,
matter of the game plan. So yeah.
I
Yeah,
think I
but
think I think Mano could give us either or as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So I
Yeah.
could see Mano and Casemiro on the pitch at the same time
Yeah.
comfortably.
Yeah. Yeah.
but that,
Let me just get some. Go ahead, chef.
no, I was now saying, personally for me, I would like to see two of them play together
Yeah.
and have Bruno right in front of the have Bruno in front of them as the basically like the midfield access. Um, but that all that kind of led me thinking about what is our impressions of Mount thus far.
Yeah. Well, today for me, Mount, he did a job. But I just feel, and there's not me going in to be super critical, but it's just I expecting more from him. He did a good job today in terms of maintaining a certain press, maintaining an intensity, being the engine for the midfield, right? But I don't know. I just feel as though when you pay 60 million for a player and you give the number 7 in your midfield, I want a little more now, boy. That is all. Fellas, tell me if I'm being
no.
unreasonable,
I
you
talked to a
know?
Chelsea man today, and he said, "You guys give him number 7." He's like, "Why give him number 7?" He's like, "Mount will be a good player. He'll never be a great player." That 7 is for. I mean, that 7 is for a great player in the team. Like with Mount, you can see how he's better than what we have. But is he great? And that's the question with Mount.
I agree. I agree with that. That given Mount, I honestly still could see that Mount is a very good player, probably a very very good player. But that number 7 should be going either to a great player loaded or a man who done a great player. So I was highly annoyed giving him the 7.
But even beyond the number, right? What I'm saying is, look at Mino, right? Mino played today. Now he went number 37, and everybody talking about Mino, right? Because here score, here he didn't make no goal, line saving tackle. He do none of that, but it's just in possession he was able to see,
The quality.
what the quality, and,
Quality will always stand
he,
out, you know. And
exactly, and
and this is the thing you have to be telling some fans. Quality don't always have to be flashy, you know. Just go back to the point you all made earlier. Anytime a man playing defensive mid, he's supposed to he's supposed to be on the pitch and he on the pitch. But he's supposed to be doing all the flashiness. But if he's not there, it's paid. That's my opinion on that position.
You see your comment, Chef. Their quality does not have to be flashy. I gotta take you back to the Lyon game. You see, there was a ball that Kovar gave to Lisandro Martinez.
Yeah,
Lisandro Martinez just turned inside out and just went straight. Lisandro Martinez could pick up that there was somebody pressing him on, I guess, when we were watching it to the right to the screen, to his left when he's facing, right? But the guy just turned easily and just like went straight down the midfield. I was like,
yeah.
and
It's
that's not
simple.
that's not flashy. That's just composure and a high
That's just
IQ,
composure, correct. That is
right?
just composure and skill.
Correct.
It's not, and then again, skill is not, skill doesn't mean flashiness.
And you know, if that was Harry Maguire is booting it out and
Right? I
quarreling
want to,
and quarreling with Kovar, arguing with Kovar. That's what Harry Maguire would do.
there's a big, there's really be a big difference in players. We as fans, I watching today. We playing the ball out of the defense, back passing, but with absolutely no kind of panic at all. From the time Harry Maguire come on that field, no, 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 please go long, go long, go long, go long.
Um, yeah, so I don't know if anybody else want to touch on Mount performance today because
I think
the
I
question
think
Chef asked, I was going to ask it anyhow.
I
So go
think I
ahead,
think
Phil.
Mount will slowly but surely be a 10 high player. And
Yeah,
I'm very excited to see how Mount, Bruno, and Casemiro will be linking up in that midfield. There was a play today where I think Mount back heeled the ball. It was Mount, Sancho, Bruno.
Yeah, it was
yeah,
And
what
he
a
back
few
really
well
good.
touches.
It was a little short,
yeah, it was a little
yeah,
short, but you can see what
but
Mount
you saw the
can do.
intention.
Yeah. There are some key passes that Mount pulled off, not only today but in the entire preseason that have so you're saying, okay, I can see why Ten Hag bought him,
Yeah,
right? But no, Mount is not like what's the right terminology? Uprooting trees in these in this preseason right now. He's not doing
yeah.
that. But you can see glimpses of what he can possibly offer us in this upcoming season, right? So I'm not ecstatic about Mount, but I'm looking forward to see what Mount can do in that midfield for us, right?
Yeah, yeah.
If we start
Lama,
in Mount, where you playing Bruno?
to it.
Next
Yeah.
to him.
I hope so. I don't want to see Bruno on that right side. I'll get real damn mad if I see
It,
that.
it, 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 could, it could happen, you know, Chef, because let me
That's
say,
no,
no, but here it is,
I
right?
can
Let me say to our
Bruno
game,
out on that right
yeah,
hand.
but let me say to our game, Ten Hag want to play Casemiro, Menu, Mount, and Bruno. I could see it happening, so
The
I don't
way
mind.
I also see it is that there are games that unfortunately Anthony will be wasteful and he will shift Bruno to the right, probably play Mount, Christian Eriksen or Fred, and then maybe Manu in
Even
the
that,
middle. And
even that, even that.
this could be a low block team as well too. Just try Bruno to be creative from the right, and the unexpected Mount or Christian Eriksen could also because don't forget those guys are also goal scorers as well too. You know.
Yeah, and look could bring the creativity. Is a nice headache to have when you're watching. Today I was watching our midfield lineup, all the players and them, and I was saying, this is not a bad headache to have right now when men fit. We really one or two players again. We could say something.
Yeah. Simeon?
Now I was gonna say like mention Ericsson, like his I mean when he plays we have to have defensive cover. It's like I feel like he is so like he ain't taking down nobody, like he ain't stopping nobody when we lose the ball. Like he has to play either up in the number, high up in the behind the forwards because he's he can't track back and tackle nobody if they counter attack. So when he plays, he's at the age where we have to have somebody there behind him to cover him. Because
Yeah, it's another play to eat.
Yeah. Let me just get some comments here, guys. Kurt say, um, I feel the Real Madrid would be a good, if not the best preseason game. All right. All right. I think
I
people
don't even think so. See that Dortmund game? That Dortmund game will be a nice running game.
Sometimes it all depends on where you catch a team in their preseason process, eh?
Yep.
So it depends. It depends. It don't go by name again because
At all.
you know, yeah. Because also saying you have to admit the guys are closing down much faster. Yeah, that press.
It's out and out.
Yeah.
It's a little more in sync.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First half,
That is it, you know. It's not just one man pressing and the others holding up. You can see it's a collective press now.
But sometimes I find it has drop off a little bit too, eh? But I
Yeah.
mean,
Well,
again,
But
it's
again,
preseason. It's
everything
preseason.
is, all these things is new things, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Jody's saying here that is the game to make a proper assessment. I think he probably agreeing with Kurt on the Real Madrid.
Real Madrid game. Yeah.
All right. Christopher on the inside, thanks for joining, man. He's saying, but look at the midfield for that second half. Who was the midfield? Erickson, Casemiro, and McTominay.
No, we're wrong with that because what he's saying is when we look at the second half midfield from the Lyon and the Leeds game, and to me, though, the second half were real good.
The second
You know,
half,
in-
the second half of the Lyon game. The
That's
second half of the Lyon game was Dangor, Isaac, Aaron Hansen, and
Donny.
Donny Van de Beek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I find it was good. I find in Leeds games, I find it the first half team and the second half team I find was real solid for the first two games.
Yeah. Good saying here what you guys make of the youths Dan Gore, Hannibal, and Hugill. I'm a big fan of Hannibal.
Yeah,
Nick
no,
was
but
a fan of
Honey,
Hugill.
yeah, I like Hugill, but what I'm saying is I think I was a bit apprehensive with Hannibal going into the preseason because I know his temperament I think wasn't of I mean I know we want players who are aggressive, but we want players who are smart as well, right? And I find he was lacking some of that, but I'm telling you, he surprised me. For the
Hannibal.
first two games of the preseason, I find he was
Hannibal game was pure.
I find he was a proper player for the, and I think he, I mean, the role that Mount playing, I think, you know, as long as Mount was in the team, I think he could do that as well.
Yeah.
That-
one thing about Hannibal's temperament, like if you look back, what's the last time he get a red card, like in his career? Last time,
Who's that? Mount?
Hannibal.
Hannibal.
He almost got a red card in the Liverpool game.
Almost.
And that tackle should have been a red card, but
No, I find he come a long way, to be honest.
No, I
Those two
agree
preseason games,
with you for them.
yeah, I find he come a long way.
I actually noticed it too. His temperament has he started to mature now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rick Barlow on the inside commented from the YouTube side. He's saying, fellas, we won. Be happy. Yeah, we happy.
Now, yeah, it's preseason too. Yeah,
I don't
so we
think-
can't
I
go
don't-
off too much on that.
I don't think any of us mad. We happy, bruv.
Jody.
Whether it's not about being happy, is a panel that discussing a game.
Correct.
Nobody invests.
Correct.
It's preseason. What we gonna be saying about? Be glad to see football.
Yeah.
And
I just see football.
Jody saying here, one coach I know for sure going and do his homework on Onana is Pep. Yeah. Although we had to talk about Onana.
Pep him
So
studying
yeah,
that.
for
Let him study that.
Other coaches, two besides Pep, Jody. All right. Rick Barlow saying here, Casemiro United's best player, Menu, will just take his role in the next 3 years. Now I think
Casemiro looked a little chubby today earlier.
Casemiro
He
like
faced-
he-
He's always the fun. He started the season.
Yeah. He has some work to do.
Always.
Yeah, but he has some work to do. But
he better hope.
Why worry about Casemiro?
He better hope that in that time when he taken to catch back his form, you know, take it, okay? Alright. Dwayne saying
not
here
Ten Hag go
that-
play he into form, boy. Ten Hag play he into form.
Yeah, boy.
Ten Hag get playing that.
Dwayne saying here that's some unfair assessment. You can't compare the first half squad to the second half squad.
Why
And
not?
I can. And at the same point I was saying I can. You know, I find it a fair assessment.
No, but why can't you though?
Yeah.
We're talking about it's two teams, or it's two teams from the same club. So they're supposed to have the same mentality. Yes, it's different
Same
players,
style,
but-
yeah, the same style.
but the same style. So of course,
Yeah.
why not? We
I
supposed
get
to be able to compare.
I get what he's trying to say in terms of you can't compare both squads, and I'll tell you why. And who was that made that comment again? Let me scroll through. It was Rick
Like
Barlow.
Dwayne? No,
Dwayne,
Dwayne Francis. Yeah, Dwayne.
Dwayne Francis. I kind of get where you're coming from, Dwayne, because the first half that team has more chemistry than the
More
second
mobility
half
too.
than the second half team. Now, if that's where you're coming from, Dwayne, then
I mean, look.
I kind of agree with you.
Yeah,
Right?
but then we could,
But
but yeah,
still,
but then we could say that for the
you see
first two
that point I
games,
just come up
Phil.
with? How you come up with that? By comparing it. You understand? So I understand exactly what Phil wanted to say too, and what Dwayne wanted to say, but because obviously it's different players. But at the same time, you want to, because like for me, when I watch the first half team to the second half team, the second half midfield is less mobile than the first half one.
Yeah.
So, but again, yes, it have differences,
So
but
I can rephrase my comment, Chef. Dwayne, yes, we can compare the first half team with the second half team because a comparison means that there are differences, right? The first half team has more chemistry
yeah.
than the second half team, right? And that is a difference, which leads to a comparison, right? So I guess I agree. I agree, you, but I disagree with you, right?
But
And
right, so the first part of the statement is right. That's an unfair assessment, right? And again, I won't say that, because at the end of the day, you don't want to see a big drop off with your first
because
half team and the second half team.
last year that when
And
we
yes,
make decisions, you're gonna see a drop off, and you don't want to see that.
you don't want to see that,
Yeah,
and that is
there
my
might be
point. You don't want to see that. Yes, yeah, I mean, you might say it unfair, but we want that for the first half team and for the second half team, we want it to be similar because what I'm saying, we had who coming in? We had Erickson coming in, we had Casemiro coming in. You're not expecting, well, McTominay, we know what we're getting with McTominay, right? But you're not expecting no big drop off now. Hope, you're hoping that these players will come on and, hold the end, but as Chef said, in terms of the mobility, definitely there was a big difference in mobility. But what we want to see, because during the season and we make changes, we don't want to see the team falling off that much now.
Right, and what's important to note as well, the first half midfield, Mount and Menu, they had more games under their belt than Casemiro,
That is the whole
McTominay, and
thing.
Ericsson. So you have to consider that as well, match readiness, match sharpness.
Match readiness is a hell of
the first half midfield had that now. So,
That was
but in terms of experience and quality, you can't Casemiro and Ericsson, top quality fellas. They were the mainstay on midfield last season. So
you could talk about Rashford. Like my thing is, Rashford played how many minutes he played? 45 minutes, right?
Yeah.
What you show us? What we see from Rashford today?
I see dribble past one person and make a shot, but they get blocked.
I mean,
it's full shit as always.
It's like, yeah, there might be a
to me, I don't know if in our minds, or I don't know if I'm wrong, right? Or look at tell me, it has so much football that these fellas play, international football included, that to say that these fellas out of form or unfit, I find, because I know them fellas for 2 weeks straight don't train.
I just find
them fellas be coming
fitness and sharpness, eh?
But that was about match sharpness. Them fellas still playing international football. They still play international football.
No, remember that little 2 weeks where they didn't play football, even though the training. You remember you had to keep playing for that sharpness to be intact, eh?
Yeah. But here's the thing, right? Every single damn clip we see with Rashford, he practicing shooting, not so? He practicing finishing. So all that blasting practicing, he practicing. And when the damn game starts, when the ball now, then I get, he make me keep up my TV. I say, watch the clown. Every damn clip, he and he pump shorts on them, practicing shooting. You're practicing shooting. Now you reach in a stadium with 82,000. I say Rashford.
Let me just continue the comments here, fellas. Jody saying here, I feel they will as much as Pep. Other coaches will more concentrate on our outfield players.
Listen.
Right?
You see this? You see this thing with concentrate. Any manager, any of all teams, when you watch your opposition, you have film on every single player. So it isn't that Pep alone going to concentrate on what everybody know what Onana gives. He feel that he's the best dribbler in the world. He does play high. That's not a secret. Everybody know. So to nullify that, you're going to have to try to close them down as quick as possible. Like simple tactics. That's not no maths. Everybody in the Prem know that.
Yeah. Could say here Poch is another and possibly Klopp and how. Rick Malo saying here Mount is a top player. Him and Donny will be taking Ericsson's place.
Donny ain't taking nobody's place. Donny ain't taking
Yeah,
nobody's
They can't respond one time.
Donny ain't taking nobody's place.
If Donny had a shout, if Donny had a shout to take anybody's place, Donny would have get minutes today. You know, Donny had already writing on the wall, and I mean,
Yeah.
and I think Donny, as opposed to other players, kind of reading the writing, right? Because in an interview last game, he did say, there's a possibility he could be, moving on.
Yeah, Donny agent. I saw Donny agent working overtime.
Yeah. Kudson here we talk about defenders.
Oh my agent boy.
We keep forgetting Lindelof as well. Man never panics. Lindelof was solid today when he came.
Lindelof decent.
Good squad player, boy. Good squad player.
Jody saying here Mount already fits into Ten Hag plans. Right?
Yeah.
Rick Ballo saying here, anyway, fellas, Rick from England, Manchester here, just finishing this something then something. United Champions League winners, we believe we got Onana. All right. Yeah, man. Blessings.
I don't know what you mean by that.
Yeah. Junior on the inside, the Arsenal man, saying good win, fellas. How I didn't get invited. I ain't like it.
Gotta get like twice a day now, Junior. Come on now.
He said didn't get to watch the game, so he can't come.
Yeah, right. So that is why.
And watch, and they'll tell you how the game was.
I can say the highlights straight from Arsenal YouTube.
Anderson saying here, the idea is that Ten Hag always wanted a De Jong type player. If Mount can do
a different type of player, different type of player,
boy.
Total profile, total different profile.
Yeah, I'm Dion on the inside. Thanks for joining, Dion. Saying nice run out today. There are no friendly matches. Yeah, nice goal. Captain Marvel and Sancho Kobe looks good. Ahmad okay? Yeah, he was on crutches after the game, so we had to wait. And Ten Hag don't say nothing. Ten Hag don't say nothing, so we ain't gonna know nothing that's going on with Ahmad.
It's looking good for Ahmad.
But sometimes it could be precautionary, yeah? You never know. And they just told him to put no pressure on the foot. So,
hopefully.
Yeah, Jody saying here, I find Sancho looking more lean and fit.
Yes.
Sancho looking. He look. I feel a little. I'm feeling Sancho can have a good season.
Oh, you watch how fit Shaw looking.
I find Shaw look a little sluggish today, by Jeff.
I find he make a nice recovery challenge. He was 1-on-1, and I find he make a nice recovery challenge. I also have a question mark over Shaw.
Shaw like Rooney, he's a next greedy one, Every off and you to keep every dancing and come back. So this is only a few seasons. He ain't come back looking like a Oompa Loompa.
It's something about how Shaw built it, yeah, because them fellas just put on weight real quick, just like Rooney.
You feel his joke why I say he like Rooney?
Yeah.
Is he and greedy?
Yeah, no, it's true. Jody saying here, but in reality, how much games that second half team going and start, much less coming on as subs.
Do that second half team have games in them, boy?
I believe that second half team had more starters.
Yeah. Yeah, because about Rashford, talk about Casemiro,
But
you talk about Ericsson.
the exception of the centre backs. So we take them out. The two wing backs.
Dalo will be at some games on him.
and Brandon
Now
Williams.
local fight to left back when Brandon take you out. So
Yeah.
then you have Casemiro. Casemiro is a starter.
Yeah.
Yeah, who else? Who else?
Ericsson.
Ericsson will fight up.
Yeah,
Scott
McTominay around.
McTominay.
Yeah, Rash.
Yeah, Rashi. Yeah,
Yeah,
some decent players.
Yeah.
Jody saying here in other news that Messi free kick. Yeah, boy. That
Yeah,
was a
boy.
quality free kick,
Wait,
boy.
I
Quality,
think.
you know.
Yeah, that is stuff
I
what the
tired-
dreams
I
are made
tired-
of.
I tired of
Oh, yeah.
people.
Before we go on the Messi wagon. When you watch our wall,
No.
Dan,
I just want to goal.
America is the land. You must tell something, eh? Americans love drama. And they do everything to set it up. So when you watch our wall,
But
Nobody
that was
free
not
kick
an
it,
American team. That was not an
Really?
American team. That was a Mexican team.
remind me to send you film on the wall. But like them was like them. Where's call them? Who does go ole?
Yeah.
Them
Them,
fight.
yeah.
But that was basically telling him, man, hey, this is your moment.
Nah, chef. Don't take it. Nah,
They
chef.
still have a squad, though. They
It
still have a
could
squad, though.
have one wall there, pal. Nice goal.
That's the whole thing. It's not no good wall.
No, but even if it had whatever wall it had,
That fighting not Messi. That was a. But no,
Quality goal,
that ball
quality
went
goal.
outside the goal post and come back in, no?
That keeper
Oh,
was
you
Not
want
good.
to-
behind. Where's that?
are you watching whole game?
Yeah,
Nah. I didn't
watch
want
it.
to do game.
That is Miami real shit.
Nah, but no, but listen, eh?
I
When
heard
Messi came on, when Messi came on,
I heard Busquets
when
play
Messi
good.
came on, when Messi and Busquets came on, right? Because
Quality
you understand that
went
team,
up one
yeah,
time.
that quality
One
went up.
time.
Messi started
One
to create chances
time.
like that,
It
boy.
was
Yeah.
so, from the time Messi come on, Busquets come on, and Alaba, you saw the difference. That is why I think.
Messi just started to create chances.
So I don't know if them expect Messi to. This is not a vacation.
He-
He has to real play.
Nah, he gonna carry that team. That league is full.
But
Arsenal could beat
that
an
team, I think
all-star
last end,
team.
last or second to last end.
Yeah.
It's
But
Miami.
if Arsenal could go and beat an all-star MLS team 5-0, Messi gonna own that league. Trust me.
I'm not gonna lie. That technically means we beat the All-Star team 7-0 then.
We have to play the All-Star team too?
Nah.
Oh,
Kurt saying, yeah, I know. Sorry to be nostalgic, but Angel Gomez now with Ten Hag ball would have been nice.
Me no boy. Me no.
I hear that name is so long, boy. Angel Gomez.
Cool. When ask someone the insight, thanks for joining, man. Yeah, asking for Lion on the program this evening.
I'm not gonna be by.
Yeah, or try to sleep. Jody saying, yeah, well, chef, I feel to a stage. Call it first behavior.
Nah, that was the stage, man. That was the stage.
It was a beauty fanatic. It's Messi. You see, Messi does do them thing. All I'm saying is, America sports so rigged at times that look at that moment. Messi now Messi come on. It's the dying moments of the first game. All this at that drama thing.
It's something dreamy, but no, that was real. That was real, chef.
Yeah,
That was real.
You remember Messi free kick? You remember Messi free kick in the Champions League versus Liverpool?
Say that?
Nah,
Remember Messi's free kick in the Champions League versus Liverpool?
Yes.
Cool.
The man could take free kicks.
Nah, that goal wasn't featured.
I am, as we on this topic, I am absolutely convinced now the reason Ronaldo went Saudi was purely about money.
Yeah,
Nothing else.
Of course.
There is absolutely no other reason he went Saudi Arabia but his money.
But
Because
Messi got a better deal overall, eh?
Huh?
I feel Messi get a better deal overall, eh?
Now, Messi, if in terms of a business standpoint, Messi
Exactly.
gets a long-term
Exactly.
deal.
He
But here
gets
what
Messi
I
gets,
say, right?
generations. He gets
Here what I
good
say.
generations.
No,
he gets, he gets a generational deal.
I
Yeah.
just want to put it out there that sometimes when you want to talk trash, life just come at you fast, right? Because Mr. CR to the 8 or to the 9, however old he is now.
Celta Vigo, boy.
All right, going and talking thing about European football and the quality drop and him going back in Europe. And Celta Vigo, right, who almost got relegated last season. Come and put 5 past them. Not only that,
You see,
then
you see
Benfica
Captain
come
America,
and put 4 past them.
Dan,
Right?
the
You want
Marian
to
get
talk
that
crap about
man
Europe?
lowest cap ever
Yeah,
and
but
last in the table.
yo,
You
but
have to foul, you have to foul Di Maria.
the
You
Maria
have
get
to
him out
foul
of
him.
the Maria get him out of sombrero out to this world, boy. I said, well, boy.
I say, wow. Now,
Stop
but
talking, just focus on play
there was
football now, man. You're making people dislike you for that, man. You're talking too much. Play football and
that's
relax,
the
man.
reason, you know. Like everybody does be on my case because everybody know Ronaldo is my player. But I made it quite clear to everybody, and all they can tell me if I'm lying, because I said it on this platform. Ronaldo behavior the last time at Manchester make me want to have nothing to do with him. At the end of the day, I'm a Manchester United fan.
Yeah.
So if you could come to my club and be so disrespectful, boy, go your way.
Boy, you know who was going to Saudi Arabia, boy? One Kylian Mbappe at 200 million for 1 year, boy.
Hey, way, boy, way.
Boy, I can't nobody
I
tell
don't
me.
feel happening.
Now, but watch me. My hats off to
That's
PSG
happening.
for having
For
some
one
balls
year.
in how they're dealing with this. Because Mbappe trying to play them, and I like how PSG stand in the ground.
Now, boy,
Right?
yes, you take a hard line with him, you know.
It's
No,
true.
you had to do
Ruthless.
that. You
But
had to do
Nobody,
that
yes,
because every
nobody,
player's
no,
gonna feel.
nah, but I find, remember, as the player, well, if I as a player and I hold our rights, no club can hold me to ransom. If I have 1 year on my contract and I want to play out my year because I know the value I have, then I have rights to do that.
And about ransom is either you sign.
I have the rights to do that.
No,
You could,
No.
but we're gonna make it. We're gonna
No.
make it very difficult for you.
Yeah, but I have right to do that. So if you willing to make it difficult for me, okay, but I have the right to do that. That if I don't want to sign a contract because for whatever reasons, right, maybe it's a personal reasons, and I don't want to sign, and I could
Yeah, but you
comfortably
don't
go
have-
for
you
free
don't
where
have
I
the
want
right-
to go, then
you
I'm
don't
free
have
to
the
do
right
that.
to sign. You don't have the right to sign a contract. Fair enough, but I am the PSG owner. You try to tell me that you don't want to sign a contract? Okay, cool. I supposed to sit with my hands behind my back and do nothing? No. If you're not, if not
Yeah, well, no, but remember the player under contract, so the player under contract.
Less than 2 years ago, I gave you a contract extension. I gave you all this power at my club, and now less than a year later, you decide, okay, you don't want to sign no contract. Bro, it
He
goes
had
both
the power
ways.
to do that because if Rashford didn't sign a contract,
we're
what
selling
would I
him.
say?
Sell him.
Eh?
No,
No,
And
but
he
you see,
say,
it's a
here what?
difference, right?
And
No,
he
it's
say,
about-
here what? Let my contract run down and I go in where I want.
No, but it's about difference. It's about difference because
Uh-huh,
with this
uh-huh.
with the Mbappe thing, right? Everybody knew that Real Madrid was interested in Mbappe, and then Mbappe
Right.
had a verbal agreement with the club PSG that he was going to reject Real Madrid and stay on.
that's right.
So much so that he went and he was holding up a jersey saying 2020 something or whatever.
Yeah.
And then now Mbappe come and renege and say he not extending. And next year he going for free because Real Madrid go pay him off. He will get a big signing on bonus with Real Madrid if he go for free.
Yeah.
So what?
So PSG felt
what is
slighted,
Saudi-
so they said, well, here we're going
Feelings,
on.
yeah, but feelings have changed. Maybe that's
But
feelings have
that,
changed.
that,
No,
that,
it's not a
that,
contract sign. It's
I
not a
think we
contract
will get
sign.
there.
I have
I
liberty.
think we will get
Because you know
there.
what? No, we're getting clubs so much power over players.
It's not
You
matter that.
understand?
It's not matter
To
that.
be
It's
that
not
way it
matter that.
is.
It's not
To be
matter
that
that.
way
No,
it
it's not
is.
matter.
If it is,
PSG made their own monster with Kylian Mbappe.
I agree with that. They create that
They made
monster.
their own monster
well,
with him.
exactly, and now he had the power. So if he has the power now and he decides to do what he had to do, then kudos to him. In my
Well,
book,
if
kudos
he-
to him. Kudos to him.
in
When
this
he
regard,
has
I
the power
supported the club. I supported the club.
over a multi-million-dollar club, the player has the power and to choose where he wants to go. Then I support the player.
Nah,
If it is-
what PSG doing is taking the power away from him by selling him.
Yep.
That's if he choose to go.
Yeah, he had
Yeah,
agreed
he
to
has
go,
to.
yeah. He
That's
has
if
to.
he choose to go.
I'm gonna tell you something, eh? Him, hear how ticklish that is now. Okay, so you don't want to go, right? So you're gonna stay at our club for the next year, barely get playing time.
There's some players get injured.
Train with the reserves.
Yeah,
Play with the reserve and still have to pay your salary.
players get injured and players get injured 9 months out. Pogba whole season last season Pogba was out.
Yeah, but Nico, it's a difference between injured and can't play and not being able to play.
But if it is I under contract and you don't want to play me, remember I under contract, you know, I willing to play, but you don't want to play me. Well, okay. Well, if
No,
that's
but
what it is,
how-
I leave him for
but it
free
will-
next season.
But it will affect the player.
How that affect any player? You feel France not going and pick Mbappe because he not
It's
play
not
for
matter.
PSG?
No, but it's not
Yeah,
matter. That's
France.
enough.
Who is
It's
that
not matter.
about?
That's enough, Nico.
So who's we about?
If a player not playing competitive football for such a long period of time, you'll expect that the player
Everybody
will
just
fall
gonna
off.
buy
He
him,
will
so
fall off. He
it's
will
not
fall off.
a huge fall off.
But Mbappe gonna enjoy that. He gonna train, and when next season come, he go Real Madrid, and you get back his fitness, and Jerry
So
gonna
this
be
is
right back where he was.
Yeah.
He gonna be
Yeah.
right back where he was. Players just get
Mbappe-
injured, and they just fall off, and the fitness, and then they get back in fit
Mbappe-
and ready to play.
Mbappe
Right?
is the asset of PSG. PSG owns Mbappe. If
Yeah,
he owns,
exactly.
Nah, and you see that part alone, I have a personal problem with that. You
But
know?
that don't
PSG
mean you
coach-
have a personal
The man on
problem
that
with that.
contract, and if he decide not to sign, and he decide, hey, I not signing because however personal reasons it is, then I not signing. Kylian Mbappe
Good.
is bigger than PSG. To be honest,
And
Kylian
at the
Mbappe
end
is
of the
bigger than
day,
PSG.
no, the club has to do what is right for the club. And if
Correct.
you choose,
And I agree with it 100%.
It's
And
not
Kylian
matter
Mbappe has to do what is best for Kylian Mbappe as well.
who, boy,
Yeah.
I'm not feeling. I am of the firm belief. I'm not feeling sorry for PSG because PSG give Neymar and Mbappe too much leeway, and this is what they get for that. When clubs allow players to be too powerful, it can't be so. Because at the end of the day, I
And
need you.
that is why.
You need me.
And that's why when Ten Hag came back, Ten Hag started to, sift out those troublemakers because he wants to make sure that, he is in control and not the players dictating the pace like that they've been doing for
Yeah.
much years.
Manchester United is a good example of giving players too much. Why you feel we just catch we backside to sell players too? We playing once it's a shitums 150,000 a week.
Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
they can't go to no other club and get them kind of contract.
Unless we pay them off. You understand? So it's still costing us even though they're not here.
Yeah.
And you know, check.
It's put a stop to all. That's why you have a cap now on players at Manchester United. Then let me be real. David De Gea, as much as we have to respect De Gea as a club legend, you cannot tell me, brother man, you at a club for 10 years plus, still getting beat on first post, still getting beat on ball right by your foot, making blunders, and you want to demand 300 and something thousand plus a week? Don't worry your shit, dog.
He was
Me know how that was looking. I
He
know.
was getting that.
But
He was
Simeon,
getting that.
what's your thoughts on this thing, Simeon? I mean, Simeon
Boy,
quiet on it.
Mbappe, I mean, they be that monster, man. They be that monster. Mbappe, I mean, I don't believe in a club owning a player, but at the same time, if you put so much of your club's future in Mbappe, and he tells you, don't worry, I got you. I'll make sure you get the price for me when I leave. And then he come back and say no, forget that. It's gonna be. I think it's more than just business right now. I think it's more, I think it's more than just business. I think it's, who the director is. I think it's more it's kind of personal to the club to the point where you took, we took your word that you were going to leave us in a good spot. And now you're like, what, forget you, PSG. I'm just going to leave when I feel, it's good for me.
It's
So I
going to
think it's
benefit me
more
more.
a feeling thing,
Madrid.
I think that's why
So,
why they are so mad and why they're taking these steps right now to say you ain't gonna play. I think it's more personal and because
Dan.
Look who owns PSG. I mean, they can take a financial hit, but I mean, they got money. But I think it's more personal than it is financial.
It
I
is.
will tell. I
Because
will. Tell, I will
When the
tell you.
corporate will
I will
have no
tell you.
sentimental, yeah?
I will
The
tell you when.
corporate will have
I
no
will tell you when
sentimental.
Mbappe is going to go to Saudi Arabia because the Saudi Arabia club is actually saying that they will offer Mbappe to Real Madrid after his contract is up, and that's the best way. That's the best. That's the best way.
So wait. So let me understand this. 'Cause Saudi Arabians are proper business people. So you
Yeah.
telling me, right? They're going to buy Mbappe from PSG for 200 million plus.
Yeah.
And send him on a year-long deal and give him away free to Real Madrid after a year. They're not making financial sense.
But these men got money, Reem.
The rich people are the greediest people. They want more and more and more. So
And
that
that
they
I hear you,
Nah.
but that's just hard to believe, boy. That you
I
just
can't
take
believe that. That's making no sense.
I will read what it says here. PSG will accept Al Hilal's bid of 200 million if Kylian Mbappe does not extend his contract by July 31st. Al Hilal will reportedly offer Mbappe a 400 million salary with an option to join Real Madrid in 2024. And that's it.
Wow.
What?
That, yeah, I'll check that source, but
Nah, that's it making sense for the Saudi club. All I'm saying is for the Saudi club, it's not making no sense. I spending
you
$4
know
million,
what, man?
four
Take your
hundred
money,
million in a salary,
take your money.
200 million to PSG to take
like
a player for
600
one
million.
season. To
Yeah.
take a player for one season and give him away to Real Madrid?
Yeah.
No, man.
600
It
million.
don't, it
Yeah.
don't make it don't make sense, but I can see it happening.
Florentino
because
Perez is the president of
That ain't happening.
Al Halil or something
That,
now.
I can see
That's
it
making
I can
no
see it
financial
that ain't
happening.
happening.
No.
That's
And
not
you know what
happening.
you joking always? Real Madrid, they stay in a word, you know.
This
Yeah.
it.
Real Madrid,
This
they
it.
quietly sit down, waiting
Them
patiently.
waiting,
No,
them
but watch it,
waiting,
watch
them
it,
waiting.
watch it.
No, them
Perez
know,
say,
be it now or be it at the end of the season. He coming, you know.
Perez say everything he had to say last year when Mbappe reneged on them. He talk all kind of things. He say he gonna report him all kind of things.
Yeah.
He ain't
Yeah.
gonna say nothing now. He ain't gonna say nothing now.
God, Ron, I ain't lying to tell you, he have a serious history of being a flip-flopper,
Who's that?
Mbappe.
Yeah, I tell you,
He
any
is
corporate
a
world,
real
it's a no
flip-flopper.
sentiment. Because sometimes the same company smiling and saying, wire. And next year he's no good.
Boy,
I'm telling you.
in this whole situation, Real Madrid is like the guy watching the girlfriend arguing with the boyfriend and just waiting there. Just waiting. I know two are gonna break up.
Oh,
Two are gonna
God.
break up and then she got me to cry on.
And as we talking about Mbappe, you know when he's saying but? That is why I don't be laughing. Harry Kane, you know. So here's where I think Harry Kane mine is now, right? I the club captain, I the England captain. I don't want to be disrespectful to the club, but I clearly letting all you know I am not signing a new contract. Harry Kane is going to see out his contract, normal, and next year he's a free agent to go wherever he wants. That man is not leaving Spurs this season.
And
So
he do that and
nobody
he right. And he do that and he gonna be right.
But the thing about it is
contract.
while it's a similar contractual position, the whole approach and the attitude different. Because Kane is very, very respectful, even though I find he foolish in it, and Danny
Yeah.
Levy is the bigger fool. But
But he is
Kane
very,
has been
and I respect that.
yeah, but Kane is being respectful. Kane ain't
Because
kicking up
the
no
club
fuss.
is
Kane ain't doing
everything,
nothing.
But then you could get 100 million for Kane. The club could get
Kane
100
ain't
million for
losing. But
Kane.
what I'm saying is Kane ain't losing here,
The-
you know. Kane ain't losing here because Kane want to go, but the club do not want to sell him. So Kane said, all right, I'm not gonna kick no fuss. I gotta stay.
I find
If
that a
I leave
majority
for a
of
free, I get in a higher pay or what is called a pay on bonus or something, a sign on bonus fee.
Yeah. I think
So-
Mbappe thinking the same thing.
No, but it's different with Mbappe, Nico.
different. Like
I
actually,
not seen it different. I not seen it
there's
different.
Spurs fans that actually want Kane to leave only because they think he deserves better. There's no beef
Yeah.
between Harry Kane and Spurs fan. There's beef between the owners
Levy,
of PSG and Mbappe and that's what's happening. You know, it's kind of.
So 100 million player going to leave Spurs for free, and they mind that.
But Daniel
Because
Levy,
they don't want to sell. They don't want to
there's
sell, Nico.
there's
They
nothing
don't
Daniel
want
Levy
to
can do.
sell. That's the whole thing. Nico,
PSG don't want to. PSG don't want to sell Mbappe. But anyway, let me continue. We are much
No,
time again.
all right. Let me just get the last two comments and let's close it, guys. Wakanda Forever on the inside. Thank you for joining, man. She's saying here, good night, gentlemen. PSG can't sell Mbappe to anyone. He has the power to refuse the sale.
Wrong.
If not, it's where he wants to go.
That is
All
what
right.
she made the monster.
Yeah. Joey saying here exactly, chef. That is why Ten Hag did what he did with Ronaldo. Power is in the manager. Yeah.
Then we are allowing players to dictate too much. That is why we come and lost Pogba and all on our free. What kind of business that was? The man clearly said earlier and not signing. And here's my thing, right? From the time a player, we going into the last year of your contract, and you say you don't want to sign, I selling you. What would I do? Try and beat you down. If we watch the history of players, how much time a man does change his mind in the final year and we sign? Men don't do that.
And so then men go for free. Respectfully, men go for free. I'm not signing no contract and I'm going for free.
I think
I'm not signing no contract. I'm going for free.
Mbappe will go to Saudi Arabia because not only is the money good, but he will also be surrounded by other former. He will also be surrounded by other popular football players. You know, it's not that he's going to China or North Korea.
But the thing about it is, you're not going to play Champions League. You're not going to play Champions League. Your name is not going to jump up in Ballon d'Or.
It's 1 year. It's just 1 year. Because next year he's going to Real Madrid. So
I don't believe that 1 year thing. I find that 1 year thing not making no sense.
We can see this could be the head. This could be the top story, as well as us looking to get Hoyland over the next couple of weeks. Watch and see.
And Amrabat. Arvin Ramutan, the insight. Thanks for joining.
They have been going on by long time by
It's like come on to hear about Man U and only hearing about Mbappe and Kane.
You're coming late.
He say locked in from the Ivory Coast.
Nice man.
And Jody and all had to tell him he joined too late. He joined too late, you know.
We started stray all over the place. Yeah, I mean, it's football we like, so we into all kind of football here, not just United.
Arsenal fan TV got barely any reviews on this Man United game. I wonder why though.
Boy, I find out the scarce.
It's only preseason.
Yeah, it's only preseason. True.
Yo, but Nico, you can imagine Arsenal.
Exactly. I know.
I would go about 20 times lower here to see what these idiots gonna say, but no, boy.
So guys, I have some news for some little updates. Myself and Nico, we were talking right now. Moving forward for the other podcasts, for the match reviews, the other games, right? Wrexham game playing on the 25th at 10:30 p.m. Right, and then Real Madrid playing on the 26th at 8:30 p.m. Right, so for those two games earlier, we're gonna be doing the review on Thursday. Cause it just won't make sense trying to fit a review after that game, right?
You're doing a watch
because
along?
the game's playing.
Nah.
Well, I mightn't be available for a watch along.
Yeah.
Right. So, but let me know because I mean, right. But I mean, what we were talking about was doing the review the Thursday night for the two games, right? And that will also obtain for the Dortmund game, and because that game played 9 p.m. Sunday, so we'll do the review on the Monday evening, right? And then after that, well, everything will go back to normal. Right, so that's the only change to the regular programming for us here. I mean, Phil, we could talk if you want to organize a watch along, right? So guys, let me get some closing thoughts. I mean, factor in all the niceties about we knew number 24, right? And I like how he want to establish his own thing with the number 24 as a goalkeeper and not the number 1. That was So, Simeon, closing thoughts?
I mean, it's great to have a player like Onana that every team wants. I mean, you get a player every team says, you know what, that's a great player. I want him in my team. It's a good signing. So that's one thing. And it's like 23 days before our first game. So it's a little, it's not too close, but it ain't too far. So I mean, I'm just glad to see a team looking good, looking positive. Just gotta get our last signings in soon. So come on, Hoyland.
Yeah, yeah. Nico?
Yeah, again, good to get a goalkeeper so early, in the transfer. Normally we just drag along this thing and then you might have come a week before the season open, man. So I think Tenag and the team doing it right. I think now it's to get the striker in, whoever it is. I think we need that. Um, so just to get that over the line as soon as possible. Get him integrated into the team. So when we start in the season with the possible strongest 11, and get the ball rolling. We don't want to start behind the eight ball, as we did last season. Have to play catch up. Um, so yeah, let me get the business done as soon as possible, and let me get the ball rolling as early as possible. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Chef?
Yeah, I'm glad that we finally get him. Take a little too long, but I feel it's just media hype. But it is what it is. He here now, and here early enough that he could get a preseason under him, and he is a big personality. He does. I just watch him and laugh because I just feel he's remind me of one of my partners on the money block. But we looking forward to him doing well. He have big shoes to fill, but he's the man have it in him, man. So yeah, looking forward to see them.
Yeah, yeah. Sexy Bruno. Hey, here I have something circulating now with Phil finding it hard. Find it very, very difficult
I
to
see
say
that.
who's captain.
Yeah. That was a good podcast. Um, just to comment on something Nico said, in terms of starting our season with the strongest 11, I think by game 5, game 6 of the new season, we should know who our strongest starting 11 should be, right? It's kind of similar to last season where we were always starting Scott McTominay and Cristiano Ronaldo, right? But then after the Man City game, you see Scott get dropped and Casemiro
That's
got
what
put in the team, and then it was all uphill from there with Casemiro being in front of our in front of our back four, right? Similar, start Harry Maguire and Lissandro Martinez. That didn't work. Start back Varane, and now boom, right? Um, well done to United for getting in Onana and Mount, but there still needs to be the likes of Hoyland and also Amrabat as well too, right? I am seeing Bayern Munich are looking to offer the likes of Goretzka and Kimmich, and I would take both of them in a heartbeat. Not gonna lie,
In
not
a
both of them.
heartbeat.
But I mean, if one of them, if we get interested in one of them, I would more favor Kimmich though. So
Anyone,
Kimmich. Please
anyone,
and
anyone, anyone.
no, I like both of them, but Kimmich definitely got
Yeah.
that sort of versatility, and is a 10 high player, right?
Quality, yeah. He's
but
quality.
Um,
still,
So
not
noted.
cutting hair, but one thing. I don't trust friggin' Bayern Munich at all,
Yeah.
eh? Because here's the
Kimmich.
thing. Bayern Munich does only release players when they
When they're
shit.
old. And when
When
they're
the when
old.
the old, when they're coming down, when they can't contribute much to eh, I hold them in mind for giving me
if
Bastion when he was a bag of shit. Eh?
if
Nah,
if,
but
So,
I
if
I
Kimmich,
but
find
if
I find Jose do the man wrong, man. I still think he had a lot to give. I just
Joshua
find
Kimmich,
yeah,
Joshua
but
Kimmich
you
was
know,
28.
sometimes
Damn,
nah. Well, in fact, that was one of my favorite players. So maybe I was a little biased towards him.
I did, but then I was a big Bastion fan, but you remember, you forget how injured he was by himself.
Yeah, he used to get injured plenty. Yeah, he was
Yeah,
really
but
injured
I
plenty.
find he got a raw deal with us.
I
I
don't
honestly
trouble
find he got
man.
a raw deal.
But I really like Kimmich.
Yeah, Kimmich
I like
was
him.
nice.
I like two of them. To be honest.
Yeah, but
But
Kimmich,
yeah,
Bayern not letting Kimmich go. I don't know. Bayern
Yeah,
mad.
yeah,
You telling me?
yeah.
but I know
That's like
Bayern,
we letting Rashford go. That's how much they value him.
boy, Bayern Munich regret letting go Tony Cruz for 30 mil, and look what Tony Cruz become, and now they gonna regret letting go Kimmich as well too. So
Yeah, they may
But
doing
nah,
that.
I
They
I
may
would say
mean
doing that.
they're doing that. They're doing that.
preseason three clean sheets. And yeah, looking forward to Dortmund, Real Madrid, and Wrexham. Yeah, as Ryan Reynolds' team. So yeah, Hoyland, I hope should be wrapped up within the next couple of weeks. Not seeing any news about this guy Suzuki. I just seeing like a couple of highlights. He looked like a younger version of Onana, which is good. And Amrabat, he definitely should be priority after Hoyland for sure, in my opinion. Right? So yeah, good times ahead. Good times ahead.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
yeah. Ten Hag doing his thing slowly but surely, man. And I mean, I
I
think
tell you,
this
there are
is
four
this is
transfers max. 4 max. Anything more than 4 is a bonus.
But we got 2 wins so far.
we expecting 3 more.
Yeah, Amrabat and Hoyland for sure. At least Hoyland. Yeah.
Fine, I find we dragging our foot to buy and we dragging to sell too. Time to get rid of men. But I tell you, is that salary we paying men is the sticking point.
Yeah, I'm going to run under contract and leave for free.
Richard Elliott, boy, Lord.
Yeah, boy, Richard, boy. But anyway, you could always watch it back, right?
Yeah.
It was a nice show. So, guys, it was nice. It always feels good to go down into the history books to be the first team to win 2 games in one, right? Or beat one team twice
On the same night,
on the same night, you
in the
know?
same game,
This could actually be the first season. If we beat Arsenal home and away, it's possible we do the quadruple on Arsenal, boy.
Man, don't come up with that penalty shooting nonsense.
them,
The
them,
States, it's always,
yeah, and then what the hype
always
up the
something.
crowd and
Always
get the,
something, always
get the
something.
crowd value for money.
America, you know.
What? It's 82,000.
Well, Gaulle, I surprised the man. I surprised the man had a half time show.
Hey, they say
Boy,
whole day people like
it's
me.
always something, you know?
Yeah,
It's barbecue and all kind of thing. It's all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jersey,
Nah, but that was
Jersey have,
I think
you know, as funny as it's up, Jersey have plenty Manchester United fans. Eh?
Boy, people come from all over, boy. 82,000. Sold out.
Anyway, guys. So, I mean, that brings us to the end of the program. Don't forget, guys, we are also on YouTube. So, you know, if you haven't already, go across and subscribe. All right, and continue to like and share. I mean, we're here for the season to bring content, you know, and to provide this platform for everybody to share their views now, man. You know, vent, celebrate, you know, that kind of thing. So, have a good night, everybody. Simeon, Nico, Chef, Phil. It was nice for us. See you on the next one.
Really.
Stop, man.